All right, everyone, we are here with a very special guest. We have Jenna Dewan in studio. We are so excited to have you here. We are such big fans.
Oh,
Yes, we are.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Huge
like-
fans.
you.
Forever now.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes me so
Yeah, no, like
Yes.
for the longest time,
Yeah.
we're so happy that you're here. And we're just so happy seeing everything that you've been up to. And I feel like, you're active on social, but getting to see you back on TV and doing all these fun things has been great. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here. I'm huge fans of you guys. So this is really cool. I was really honored to be asked
just
to
have
do
to
Jenna,
say that.
you don't have to lie to
I
us.
have listened.
have to say that.
Oh, we are honored. No, but really, we honestly have always hyped you up for years and years and years now. So
Yeah.
we are so honored that you took the time today to be with us. You have an amazing outfit on right now.
thank
Spring
you.
is very spring.
I know.
And I'm jealous of your pants.
I listen, this was the fastest yes. I put these pants on. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I want to come back into my fairy, whatever this is, fairy core. I don't know what we're doing, but it's a little nice, summery kind
Yeah.
of. We're getting warmer
I
outside.
love it.
Yeah, I was just joking before that once we crack 60 degrees, this is like our fake spring where we get like 4 or 5 nice days and it goes back to being cold before it actually becomes spring. And that's where we're at right now, where everybody comes out and they're like, this is amazing.
It makes people act crazy, but like in the best way.
Yes.
Everyone's excited.
Everyone
But-
wants an Aperol Spritz.
Right.
It's-
And you brought the good weather from California.
Listen, you're welcome. I am so glad that we can celebrate the sunshine in New York. New York and springtime in New York is kind of the greatest.
I think
There's
so too.
nothing better.
It is unless you have a pollen allergy, because then it can be a little tough.
Oh, you know what I do?
Yeah.
So you're telling me I'm going to be miserable.
Yeah, well, we're still
yeah.
early. Like, it's just starting. But you know how they scare you every season? So it's like the last 2 weeks, all the like Instagram graphics have been like, NYC to have worst pollen season in blah, blah, blah years. And you're like, oh, great.
You're just terrified. You're like, oh, okay, what's tonight
like
gonna bring?
you open up your windows, then you immediately close them because you're like, oh, here comes
Feel you.
the pollen.
I mean, I feel like I could have my own whole other side quest of how to survive with allergies. Mine are so bad. I don't know if you have a Navage.
No, I have terrible
Go and get
allergies.
that.
I do have one of those.
Oh, I live by that.
Yeah.
What is it?
The Nevada,
It's
your
really
nose
it's
out.
a really sexy
Yeah.
thing that
It
washes your
sounds glamorous.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, we don't have to go into the full details of
anyways.
what exactly it does. Hey, but it's just
if anybody's listening
you
that
know
has
what?
allergies,
Hey, I might have just
you're
changed
helping
your
them
life.
out.
it cleans you out,
Especially
which is really,
if you're
which is
in
really
New
what you
York.
want. Yeah, exactly. I have a steam shower in my apartment, so like that's I'll sit and just really just
That's
let that.
You got it all.
Oh yeah, really living lavishly.
Prepared.
I feel like I have a sauna,
Yeah,
steam
right,
shower.
right. No, I wish, but okay, we're so excited that you're back on this season of The Rookie,
Thank you.
and you had a spot come in, end of season 3,
Yep.
but now you are on regular season 4.
Yes.
How is it being a part of the show full time?
Amazing. I honestly like the show is the dreamiest job that I've ever had. It is wonderful. The people are wonderful. The show is really fun to do. My character Bailey is always doing really adventurous, wild, badass things. So I'm truly never bored. Nathan Fillion, who plays, obviously he's the lead character on Rookie and who plays my husband on the show, is such a nice human. He's the greatest person to work for. Everyone's so nice. I really feel like I'm going into Disneyland every day. It's like that great of a job.
So nice.
I love it. It's wonderful. We film in LA. It's so great. And it's fun. Every single episode, we never know where we're going to go with it. And we went to Prague this season, which was, also a fun adventure. And it never ends.
Right.
Yeah.
So you never know where you're going to go with the script, but you know what you're showing up to on set.
Yeah, you find out, you get the script about a week before you start filming that episode. So we as actors, unless we get a hint from the showrunner ahead of time, we really are, it's like choose your own adventure. You get the script and then you see, oh, that's where we're going with this. And we don't get a lot of information, but it's exciting. So you can kind of go, okay, you sort of start reading through the lines. You say, I think we're going this direction and maybe we're going to head this way. So it's exciting for us too.
Do you have a method of when you get your script, how you work through the lines, how you memorize it all?
Not really. I mean, I like to be pretty spontaneous with it. So I think in the beginning of my acting career, I was coming from dance into acting. I was so like worried about doing it wrong because I was just like, I was legitimately thrown into acting. So I had to learn on the job. Now I read the script, or I read, right when they give it to us. And then I kind of, on the day or the night before, I look over it. I have an idea. I know where we're going with my character in the whole episode. I know what is happening in the scene. But we've been doing this for so long now that Nathan and I, a lot of times we show up and we've got it somewhat, but we just play and we're a little spontaneous and it just flows. And once you sort of know what you're saying in the scene and you listen to each other, it comes a lot easier. Yeah. Whereas, 25-year-old me was probably like, okay, I would repeat it over and over and over. Right, and then it just kind of feels a little stale. So I'm going to keep freedom in there.
Yeah, that's amazing to have that creative freedom and makes it even that much more fun. When you say you were just thrown into acting, what do you mean by that?
I mean that I was dancing on the Grammys with NSYNC. That's a long time. I was Justin Timberlake's partner in the dance, so I was pretty featured because it was their last performance as NSYNC before Justin went solo. And a manager was watching the Grammys and saw me and said that girl should be an actress. This is how weird it is. She knew she was representing a friend of Justin's who from back in Tennessee days. Yeah. Somehow got to me and brought me into her office, and she was very pushy and she's an amazing manager, and she was like, you need to do this. I said, well, I've never acted. I don't, okay, but like, what do I do? And she was like, wipe off all your makeup. Clearly I've not listened. I have like a full face of makeup on now.
Well, you're coming from the dance world where that's, you got to be.
Like, we love your glitter eyeliner, but not in an audition room. Take it all off. Go in there, here's some sides and here's some auditions and see what happens. And I didn't know any better, and I said, okay. And I ended up booking the very first audition I went in on, which was this movie called Tamara, which for my horror fans, it's like a lot of these cult classic horror fans love that movie. And then from there came Take the Lead and then Step Up. Yeah. So it just happened. I just literally fell into it, and I didn't even know what a mark was. I knew nothing. I learned on the job.
Yeah. And was the manager like, I see you mixing the dance world into the acting world right away? Because it feels like those first big ones, you were dancing in your movies.
Yeah, mm-hmm. No, that was really happenstance. So she saw me and thought, you should get into acting. I had no idea what I was like, okay, went with it. But then it happened to be that 2 dance movies were casting. And then it gets even crazier because Take the Lead was my first movie. But I showed up to the premiere here in New York and I was basically cut out of it. So I had so much more in that movie. Yeah. And it was because of a million different reasons and storylines and stuff. I just had this ending dance scene. So when Step Up was casting, the casting director said, we don't want anyone that's been in a dance movie. But this manager at the time called him and was like, no, she's been cut out. Yeah. So she's not technically. I promise you she's not a real big part in this movie. So they saw me, luckily, because she pushed for it, and and then Step Up happened. But that was totally random. I don't think so much so that after the 2 dance movies came out, and obviously Step Up was a big hit, everyone was advising me opposite. Don't say you're a dancer. We want you to be a real actress now. Mm-hmm. Go in there and I tried that for a long time, and it just wasn't obviously authentic and me, and it didn't work. But no, it was fully not planned. It just happened.
It's so crazy, and I feel like we hear people talk about that phenomenon all the time of filming a movie and then going to see it, and you're like, wait, I'm not, which I guess maybe is different now because maybe there's more warnings or updates or whatever. But I forget who we were talking to. We were talking to somebody who was like, I told all my friends, everybody, to go see this movie. And then I went and I'm like, I'm not in the movie.
Oh, yeah. My family was there. We were all waiting. This is the moment. Mm-hmm. Sasha was my character. I was like, this is going to be so. And it was a huge movie premiere because it was Antonio Banderas. And then I'm watching, I'm like, oh, wait, I thought I was in that scene. Wait. Oh, nope. Not
It's
not
like
seen.
you're really sitting in the theater for the premiere being like, I guess I'm not.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Best
It's
case
crazy.
scenario, though, for Step Up. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
so insane. You know, you do your first audition and you get it. Like, what is that
was-
feeling like?
It was insane. I really did not, obviously, I didn't expect it. I didn't even see necessarily going in this direction. So, and then that role in particular, Tamara, I had to play 2 different versions of this character. So, anyways, I had to go into this audition, and one side was this mousy, picked on, nerdy girl who then is killed, and because of witchcraft, stay with me.
Yeah.
Comes back hot and revengeful. Okay,
Okay,
so I
you love.
had to-
Yep,
you know
love
these
it.
movies.
Yep.
But in the audition, I didn't know what I was doing, but somehow I have no idea. I think they just saw that maybe I was just really excited to work. I have, the dancer part of you that's gung ho.
Yeah.
I don't know. But then I went from there directly to an acting coach, and that's how I started learning how to act.
Well, it's incredible, and we love. I mean, we got to watch the dance in the movies, which was honestly the perfect combination. I mean, we were just talking about the fact that Step Up is 20 years old this year.
I just heard this too recently, and this really, I don't know what
I-
it does to me inside, but it's a wild feeling.
Well, and for us too, because it's one of those movies I think for our age that was like a formative movie that we will look
yeah.
back
Oh my
like.
God, this is
and,
so crazy.
Like I watch that movie on planes all the time. Still, like when I
obsessed.
see
You
it, oh my
do?
god, all
Oh,
the
yeah.
time, all
Wait,
the time.
your comfort movie?
My
on a
husband-
plane?
Oh my god, yeah, I
husband
still
today was
cry
like-
every time.
Yeah.
What's his face is spoiler.
No, I know. At this point,
20 years later, it's like if
you haven't seen it in 20
yeah,
years.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I mean, everyone's obsessed with it. My
Yeah.
husband today was like, oh, who do you have coming in? And I told him, he goes, Step Up. I'm like,
Yeah.
yes.
Really?
He's like, oh, my mom's going to be so excited. Everyone, like,
Oh my
it's
God.
just,
No, it was-
I feel
it
like it
was.
was a movie that like bonded a lot of people
Yeah.
together too.
and it
like,
formed what an amazing like franchise of
Yeah.
I know.
movies and stars and dancers.
If you
and,
had told us in Baltimore when we were filming, I mean, it was a small movie.
Yeah.
It was a not low budget, but, not a big budgeted movie. And we had no idea, like no clue. I will say that was one of the wildest experiences to have that movie be so well received. And what's also crazy is nowadays I'll have young kids. I'm talking 10-year-old, 12-year-olds that are like, Step Up's my favorite movie. I was like, you weren't born.
yeah.
How you? It
Well,
just
it's because
it has
their
legs.
moms probably they loved it.
Somehow we find dancers and
Yeah.
and also
kids
social
still.
media now like brings everything back around and people
Yes.
see all of these iconic movies,
Yeah.
which I'm so happy about because
I know.
like we need to appreciate how amazing that movie
Yeah.
really is.
And the trends come back around with the dance stuff. It's like you see the moves in the movie and then they go viral because everybody wants to do it on TikTok.
I know that's true. I did see someone the other day doing the ending dance on TikTok. And I was
so
like, I
cool.
remember it.
Yeah.
We'll see if I can still do it, but I
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
it. And the lift and all of that. It's so crazy.
I'm sure it's muscle memory.
There
for
is
you.
this
Yeah,
where I can do a dance that I did when I was 15. I can, if you put the song on there,
That's
I remember it.
crazy.
It's weird. It's
Yeah,
muscle
it's
memory.
very-
I
that
can't
is
remember where
amazing.
my phone or my keys are
Yeah.
every day, at least 20 times a day, but I could do a dance from when I was
Yeah.
15.
No, but
That's
those dances,
incredible.
and you think of like Step Up 2, the rain.
So
Oh,
good.
yeah.
The rain
Like
dance.
the rain dance, just
So good. Yeah. With the water and the splash.
it's just the best. What did you like? Did you enjoy watching all the other movies that came out
did.
after?
I did. I loved it. I mean, at the end of the day, I am a dancer
Yeah.
in my blood. That's where I started. That's my first true love. So I love a dance movie like everybody else loves a dance
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
It's so fun. And it was really cool. I thought it was interesting and a good choice that they went in different directions and the franchise kind of grew,
Yeah.
truly grew. Like it just felt a lot bigger than our movie. I loved watching it and I was always rooting them on.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, was there any talk about continuing your guys' story in the movie rather than, kind of the spin-offs that they did?
No, well, for the second movie, they definitely wanted Chan. That was the thing. So he went and did the second. He had a part in the second
Yeah.
one. They were like, they wanted me, but it wasn't like there wasn't a great place for Nora. Like it was, we didn't really, it didn't really fit.
Yeah.
And so it just really made sense for him to go and do it. And then no, they never called us about the other ones. But we did do the Step Up High Water TV show, which was really cool. That was fun too.
It's just like really obviously exploded its own like franchise of dance and inspiring kids, I think, to dance too, which was really cool and watching that all happen. But then, you know, you continue to really like fall into that acting, more in that acting bubble, movies, and not necessarily the acting dance combo. But I love how you still incorporate all the dance online. I see you dressed as your character, but you're fully doing the dances on TikTok and all those things. What are your co-stars are like, oh, Jenna wants to do another dance?
Oh, God, yes. I mean, God love TikTok. It was funny. Makia on the show, who's also on The Rookie, she's also a dancer. You know, she danced for Michael Jackson when I danced for Janet Jackson. So we always have this fun where we want to dance together. Every job in some sort of way finds a way to get me dancing. I think on The Rookie, we did a throwback episode where I was in a prior, you know, I was a video dancer and we did a whole music video dance. But I danced. We did a special, the Step Into the Movie special, and I got to do the dance with Derek Huff there. There's moments that are always bringing me back into dance. Yeah. Lately, though, there hasn't been, which is sort of killing me. I need to figure out some way to dance.
Was there ever like a potential Dancing with the Stars situation for you?
Funny, I was just asked this. No, well, it's
like even as a
funny.
pro, like as
I never say never because I did dance as like a guest performance years ago on that show. It was when they were doing this Macy's Stars of Dance, and they would bring different choreographers and dancers on. But that was like right after Step Up came out. It was so long ago. I never say never. I've never ballroom danced in my entire life, so it would be hard for me. I know the inside of me that it would be difficult to say no to it because I like love to dance so much. But I don't know but that show's evolved so much, right?
It
started
really
with
has.
people that have never danced.
Yeah.
Now it seems to be a love of dance.
Yeah. There's a love of dance. There's a lot of people that maybe danced when they were younger and lost it and used the show to come back and find it. But the fandom is crazy because it's like people argue what the show's core value is. Is it someone who's never danced before and you get to see them get better week by week? Or is it like that person already knew how to dance? And then like,
see, I would be pushing
both,
for you
right?
to be on the show so hard. And there would be people that would be like, she's a dancer, but we'd be like, she's not a ballroom dancer.
She's not a ballroom. I mean, the honest truth is it would be really difficult for
I know,
me.
well,
because it's so different.
I
it's
think people
different.
don't believe that. Like I know,
I
don't
know.
believe that. Like it's like,
hard to think that 'cause
they're
you're
like,
like, she's
oh
a
yeah,
dancer.
sure. Like it's like,
I
if
know,
people
I
think if
know.
you can dance, you could just do anything. Because I know there's really been so many people that have had like theater experience or like jazz, but
Whitney
you know,
this season.
Yeah,
she was a
musical
full
theater
dancer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, and then they're like, oh, but that doesn't mean I know how to do a foxtrot. Like,
I definitely do not.
Yeah.
If you told me right now, do a foxtrot, I would fail. It was, I have no idea.
I think it's
So I
almost
don't
harder to
know.
maybe unteach yourself the way that you would dance in like a more, contemporary type of way to do the foxtrot. Anyway, I think you should do
This
dance.
is us pushing you to be on Dancing with the Stars.
Anyway, I think it would be amazing.
The universe is talking.
Or,
I was like,
or even like
cracking
you
up.
should like guest judge. I feel
Yeah.
like you
Definitely.
would.
Yes. I mean,
Because they pick some guest judges that don't know what they're talking about.
I would 1,000%. Like I said, any chance that I'm able to be with my dancers, influence and dance in any way, dance just in general, I can't say
I
no.
loved
so.
World of Dance.
Thank you. That was
That
one
was
of my
such a fun
favorites.
show.
It's really great.
Yeah.
That was a great experience.
That was a really cool show, and the judging panel was fantastic.
Oh God, we had so much fun. I mean, I had never hosted. That's another one that I jumped in. That is now I'm talking about this. That's a weird theme in my life. It's like,
Just jump right in.
get thrown into things and have to figure it
and
out.
you know
on the
what? It's
job.
keeps working out.
It keeps
so.
working. I'm like, what next?
Yeah.
I don't. It was J-Lo and Neo and Derek Huff, and
It was
then
crazy.
me hosting. It was fun, and honestly, every time we see each other, we're still like, oh
Yeah.
my God, we love each other.
There was just such amazing talent on those shows too. I think it's because I can't dance at all that every time I see someone, I'm like, gosh, so many people have this talent.
I know. It is.
And they don't get noticed. Like they're so good,
But
no,
especially
so good.
your dancing, I mean, I feel like we still go back and watch videos of you dancing.
Your
Like,
TikToks are addictive to watch.
Oh my God, that's
it really
so
is
sweet.
like
Yeah,
intoxicating
addictive. Yeah.
to
Really?
watch.
Oh,
Oh my God,
every
yes.
time.
Like it's so mesmerizing. You brought up, you were on tour with Janet Jackson.
Yep.
What was that like? It had to be madness.
It was. Well, I was 18, so I was very, very young, 18 and 19, basically, when I was on tour, and that was my vision board manifestation. I wanted to be a Janet dancer more than I wanted anything in my entire life, and I watched her Velvet Rope tour years prior and learned it all from my living room in high school. So I just wanted it so bad.
Yeah.
So when I was asked to go on tour with her, I was like, bye. I was at USC and I called my dad and I was like, so I'm leaving school.
Yeah.
I'm going on tour with Janet Jackson.
Hell yeah.
I had to do
My
the
dreams are coming true.
leave of
Yeah.
absence
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
like,
Leave of absence, never
But,
come
like,
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're never coming back. We're going on tour with Janet and that's it. It was wild. It was crazy. It was insanely amazing. It was all things. It was like being thrust out into, I mean, we were on a world tour for 2 years. So we went everywhere. And the next youngest dancer was 7 years older than me, 6 years older than me.
Oh my gosh.
So I was the baby. Janet was sneaking me into clubs. I mean, it was like, okay. We just had wild experiences. It was
so
How old
so
were
fun.
you?
I was 18 when I started working with her for, it was like,
Right, because that was like freshman year-ish of college.
It was the end of freshman
Okay.
year. Yeah. It was like into the second year. And I was like, bye.
And how wild is that to just go all around the world? Like, how were you able to adjust to that schedule?
I think young and
Yeah.
dumb. You know what I
18.
mean? Like I think about it now, and I was like, "Oh my God, when did I get my 7 hours of sleep?"
Yeah.
Right.
We were on a tour bus.
Yeah.
We went out. We would then be in a new city every 2-3 days. You'd park it for about 1 day, and then you'd sometimes get a day. We went to like Paris and Japan and everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hawaii was our big HBO special. We were there for like 3 weeks.
And you had like a close relationship with Janet.
Yes, still do. She's actually a friend of mine still.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's so cool. And I feel like it's, like I said, it's so fun watching you continue to dance. And I wonder, and do all these, and you go to work, like, and your kids are like, okay, mom's she's an actress.
Yeah.
She's going to
Yeah.
set every day. But when you come home and you're dancing, what are they like? She's a great dancer. Do they have any idea? And do they have the rhythm?
The
Can you
rhythm, do
tell?
they have the-
Yeah, do they have that
So-
natural talent?
Evie, I think, because she's the oldest, she's
Yeah.
starting. Well, she has known it, but I think it's more apparent as she's gotten older because people say things to her, and she knows her mom's a dancer, or her dad's a dancer.
Yeah.
Like she knows these things, so she's more aware of it now, and she still thinks it's very cool. And she does her own style, so she does Irish dancing, which I never. Irish dancing and ballroom dancing, never. done.
Yeah.
And she's started to sort of get into cheerleading and regular
Yeah.
dance now. But she knows, and she has something for sure. She's crazy athletic.
Yeah.
She's really strong. Her leaps and kicks. I mean, she's like,
Yeah.
she could
It's not
explode.
surprising.
Yeah.
The genetics
She does.
are working.
But I did not know it for the first part of her life.
Yeah.
She had no interest in dance whatsoever. So it sort of came later on.
Because I feel like you see, and I know it's such a but you see like
Yeah.
the viral videos of the 3-year-old where the music comes
know.
on, and you're like, oh my God, this kid is
This kid has
Wonder
something.
Kid. Yeah.
No, I mean, Callum, funny enough, my son, he took it's called hip hop, which is like a hip hop for little kids. And he did not look like he was getting any of it. I thought, well, okay, it's not
Yeah.
gonna be him, right? Like
Yeah.
I did not see it. And then we showed up to the recital, and he freaking nailed it.
Yeah.
Like he was up there smiling and nailed it. And I don't know. I'm not a parent that pushes stuff. I kind of let them figure out who they are, and I just watch it and support it. So I don't know. Like he could get into it.
Yeah.
My youngest just seems to be yelling at us all day, and she sings a lot, and she's got a very loud voice. So I'm like, maybe she'll get Steve's singing voice. I have no idea.
Yeah. It's like, but there's just a lot of great talent in there. But I like what you're saying. Whatever path they want
Whatever they wanna
choose
do.
and go on, and it could be not in the arts at all.
they come out, and
Yeah.
I mean, we all did. We are who we are, right?
Yeah.
We can be
Yeah.
dialed up and dialed down, but we are who we are.
Yeah.
So they are who they are, and we'll see. But I will say, especially Evie, she's starting to put it together a little more, and she even the other day was like, well, can I watch Step Up? And I said, you did when you were a kid, and you told me it was boring. She goes, can I try again?
Yeah, I feel like maybe I should give it another shot.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, maybe there's something to this movie.
Yeah. No, that's so true. I feel like you have to be, I think about it all the time, even with movies we watch, your movies your parents love, you watch, and then you're like, God, I should probably watch it again because I don't really think I really got it.
I know. That's what's so wild to me is like that movie somehow is still standing the test of time. It's crazy.
I'm telling you,
I feel
it's
like
at least once a year, if not
Always,
more. Like when I'm,
and I feel like there's always movies that just like hit at certain points in your life.
Yes.
Right? Like
That was
they
that
resonate
movie.
with you.
And the soundtrack too.
Oh,
that was one
yeah.
thing. A lot of people were saying that recently in the 20-year reflection that there's not a lot of movies that have a soundtrack that you want to download anymore in that
Yeah.
way. And I went, that's kind of a good point. That was back when it was, you know,
That
Sean
era-
Paul did a
Oh,
song
yes,
for the movie.
Exactly.
You know?
And even
So
the
good.
last number
Yes.
remix, like it's so good.
So true.
Ugh, it's so good. And the talent, everybody's singing. The scene of you guys all dancing at that bar.
That's my favorite scene in the
is
movie.
the best.
That is my favorite scene in the movie. Yep.
It really is. It's just, oh gosh, it's so much fun. But yeah, we obviously loved every second of it. But we're so excited we get to keep watching you on The Rookie.
Yeah,
and
thank
it's such a
you.
fun show because I do think that it's like you get those great, I always mess up the word, procedural.
Procedural.
Procedural drama.
I'm like, I don't even know what word
I
you're
think
saying right
honestly,
now.
I'm probably still messing it up. It's just one that I say it in my head,
Yeah. Yes.
and it's clear, but it doesn't come
And
out.
it comes out, yeah.
Doesn't come out right. But on a network, like ABC, that is known for their fantastic dramas of all the
you know
sorts.
what you're gonna get. You don't know what you're gonna
Yeah.
get, but you know what you're gonna
Exactly.
get, and it's a nice comfortability.
Exactly.
But it's
Yes.
also exciting because it is like,
Yep.
who's it
You
gonna
still
be
get
of
the
week,
twists
you know?
and turns.
Yep.
It's
but
like
you're
a
it's
comfort show.
solid.
It's
Yeah.
a comfort show too.
Yep.
And yet we are always kind of trying to push boundaries and grow the storyline. But at the end of the day, you know who your characters are, you know the certain set pieces, and there's just things that you know and love.
Exactly, because and you still get a show that is making X amount of episodes a season,
Yes.
which is rare when
So
when that happens. So it's like I feel like you get to build a community on set. Becomes a little bit more familiar.
We're a family.
Yeah.
We really are. We know each other. We know each other's families.
Yeah.
Eric and I on the show had done a show prior to this, so we've known each other extra long. So you just have this like camaraderie when you show up, and the fact that for some reason that I will always be grateful for, we're growing and people are finding it, I think, through TikTok. Funny enough, I think it's become like a social element. The
Probably
show.
your.
And so
I mean, your
young kids
stuff
are
too. Like they're
loving
watching
it.
you dressed up as a firefighter doing
know,
the dances.
yeah.
They're like, "Where's
Don't
she
think I
doing?"
don't show that to my son all the time. Be like, clearly I just want my kids to think I'm cool. I'm like, do you see that I'm a firefighter? And he's like, why? It's called
He's like, that
acting.
doesn't make any sense, Mom.
I'll explain.
No, but it works too because whenever you could stream a show so easily as
Yes.
well, that's even better.
Yeah, thank you. Hulu makes it
Yep.
easy for everybody.
A good binge for anybody that wants to catch up. So Jenna, thank you so much
Oh,
for
you're
joining us.
so
This was so
welcome.
fun.
Thank
We're
you
so happy we're here.
guys.
The Rookie's on Mondays, ABC. You can stream it the next day on Hulu.
We've been wanting you in
Yeah.
here for so
Yeah.
long.
It's-
So
Are you
seriously,
serious?
thank you so much.
Guys, this made my whole day. Thank you.
Oh,
That's
thank
really
you.
sweet.
You made our day.
Yay.